Welcome into the Ace Craftsman Workshop. We're with Ace expert Mike Jakubowski. Mike, you have a project for us today that's not only going to save us money, but it's going to help regulate some of the temperature in our house.
That's right, Ryan. A lot of older homes didn't get insulated around the windows, so we're going to cut down the drafts and save you some money in your heating and cooling.
To combat the cold, we're adding insulation. And Mike is going to show us two options to get the job done right.
You'll need some insulation, expanding spray foam, a pry bar, a hammer and nails, or a nail gun.
You'll also need a putty knife, utility knife, wood glue, and your safety gear.
We have some molding around the window. You're going to help me take that off first.
Yes, we took off most of it on this particular window. I'm going to show you how to take off the last piece. Take a pry bar or a putty knife, get behind the molding, tap it in with a hammer. If the nails are left behind, pound them in or pull them out. And now you can see the big gap, which we're going to insulate now.
There are two ways to tackle the draft.
The batt insulation, it's rolled fiberglass. Just tear this or use a utility knife.
Okay.
And then we're going to take small sections of this and stuff it into the gaps around the window.
So if we're going to start with the batt, why don't I put this one down and help you install this?
Okay.
Fiberglass makes this insulation itchy, so gloves are a good idea. Tearing or cutting the insulation both work, but cutting makes the job a little easier.
You can use a putty knife here, take your pry bar if you need to, slip that in there, force it into the, if you have fat fingers like me, you want to fill that space. It's at least 4 inches deep. You're getting all the way back to the outside of the house.
And now how do we know when we're done?
When the entire space is full, you can't get any more in there.
We've got the next method in the can.
Okay, another way to fill those gaps, Ryan, is expanding foam. Great stuff. You got to make sure not to put too much because this quadruples in size.
To make sure the foam doesn't drip all over your room, put the nozzle deep into the gap before you spray.
You can see where it's getting quite large. It'll eventually fill that entire space. It goes wherever it can.
Drying time is about 15 minutes, but to fully expand, it could be up to 8 hours.
If you cover it up and then it's not done expanding, it's going to push your molding off. That's how strong the stuff can be.
Next, I try my hand at each option.
All right, Mike, we have the window insulated, but now we need to cover up some of my not so handy work.
Oh, it's beautiful work, Ryan.
Prepping the molding comes first. Let's get the old nails out.
We want to pull that nail through. If we try to punch it back through, you're going to get a big blister on the good side of the molding. Okay, so we're going to put the molding back up, line it up with my marks.
Final step, glue the joints.
Okay, Ryan, we're going to put some glue in the miter joints. It needs to be wood glue. Going to hold the piece up. We're going to put a nail at this side, and then we're going to leave that side.
We repeat the glue and nail combo on the next few pieces.
Then we're going to do this joint at the top. And then the reason we left the first piece unnailed at this end is so that we can line up the miter joint and look like a professional here.
For a finished look, fill in the nail holes and seam with caulk and touch it up with trim paint. Both products cost about $7 and are pretty easy to use. It just depends on your comfort level, but whichever way you go, it can lower your heating and cooling bills each year. And it only takes about 20 minutes a window if you have a nail gun.
Mike, you made that look amazingly easy.
Well, with the right tools, your house is less drafty.
All right, Mike, thanks a lot, man. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.